Hey guys, what's going on? Supro here. Today I'm going to be going over my round 1 score. I scored 2,124, top 50%. Pretty disappointing week for me, to be honest. The season rank isn't looking too good at the minute. But yeah, it is the first round of the season. Had a couple of stitch-ups, to be honest. Like, the big one for me was I captained Jack Steele, and I didn't take Jack and Cray's VC, which is pretty bad from me there. Probably should have just took the VC, but I thought I'd just risk it for round 1 and go with Steele. But yeah, Steele obviously isn't in the best form. I probably should have saw that coming from the preseason games. Yeah, he didn't score too well in them either, so probably should have started Miller over him. But yeah, nonetheless, I still think he's a keeper. Like, he should bounce back after this. I'm just going to be salty if he drops a lot in price, but yeah, it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. It's just round 1. But yeah, he should bounce back, hopefully. Then in defence, all the defenders kind of like screwed me over a fair bit, to be honest. They could have done a lot better than they did, but yeah, it was just a shocking week for all my defenders, really. So obviously Lloyd got COVID or something, so he couldn't play. But yeah, I probably should have just held on to him, honestly, and just fielded McCartan, but yeah, no one can really predict the future. So I bought in Rich. He should be a pretty good pick for the whole year. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, probably should have gone with Stewart over Rich, but yeah, it's hard to decide who to pick. I just didn't want to have Stewart in my back line with like Whitfield and Ryan, because they're both like kind of injury prone, but having like Stewart in there as well would be too much of a risk to start for the forward premium defenders. Yeah, so Rich got 71. I didn't really watch too much of the game. I was probably hanging with my mates, but yeah, didn't watch too much of it. Didn't really see that much of Rich, which is annoying, but hopefully he bounced back this week. Then Ryan, I was watching the game. Didn't really see much of him, to be honest, but yeah, it just sucks that he only scored 70. I don't know how he's actually going to score with like Hayden Young and like Jordan Clark and stuff. Probably should have thought that through a bit better, but even Chapman scored higher than him, but he did get the spoil that saved the game for Freo Dockers, which was a good spoil, so that did boost his points a fair bit. I think he was only around like 50 to 60, but yeah, it's not too bad from him. That's what I hope to see from Chapman, but anyway, with Ryan, hopefully he can bounce back with his form. He had a couple of good pre-season games. Like in the last one, he got 112, I think, 110. So I was expecting that kind of form from him, but yeah, it's only round 1, so we're just going to hold the faith with him. He seems like could still be a keeper for the rest of the year. Just like I've probably missed out on Aaron Hall, but yeah, he is very like one of those guys who's very injury prone. But I couldn't like start him in my defence, like I was saying with Stewart. No chance I'd be able to have Hall in there. But yeah, I just think Rich was the better option. But yeah, it's all good. And then Short, he was my best defender, got 109. Didn't even do too much either, but he still scored pretty well, which is good. And then Whitfield got 73. Yeah, I don't know. He's one of those picks that can either go good or bad, but he's probably just having some bad games to start off the season. Hopefully positive energy going forward. And yeah, Chapman obviously saved the Dockers from a draw, so that's good. Or even a win. A loss, I mean, sorry. And then I had Hinge on the field. Got 50. Yeah, it's not the worst from him. Didn't really watch the start of the game, to be honest. But yeah, I watched the end of it. Didn't really see much of Hinge. And then McCartan got 70. I think that was probably due to Lloyd being out of the side, so he might have taken a few more kick-ins, but not really sure. Didn't really watch too much of the game either, but yeah, I watched the start of it. But yeah, that was good. So probably just swing McCann back onto the field. But yeah, if these guys can get going in defence, I'll be pretty right, to be honest. Like 4 of them at least get 100, and then hopefully Chapman can get around like 70 to 80 every week, and McCartan, I'm probably seeing like a 50 to 60 from him, but yeah, not too sure about McCartan. He could go better than that. Hopefully he does. And then De Koning, he pretty sure he got concussed, but not 100% on that. I did watch the game, but I did notice that he went missing. I think he's concussed. But yeah, that's all good. I didn't expect him. Like, I wasn't going to field him because I knew he wouldn't score well with the Cats defenders. Like, Henry and Stewart came back into the side, so probably wasn't going to score that well. And then McRae, 133. Should have took that as my captaincy score, but I thought I'd bite the bullet and captain Steele. But yeah, definitely won't be doing that anymore. But yeah, he played really well. Got a lot of the footy, had like 30 touches, just normal stuff from Jack McRae. So yeah, love to see that. Then Steele, I was really rooting for the Saints to win. But yeah, Collingwood definitely proved me wrong. They actually seem half decent compared to how I thought they would be. But yeah, that's good. Then Neil, 140. He's like back to his best now, so that's good. They don't really have any issues with like the older guys like coming out of the midfield. Like, he's still going to be in the centre bounces, so that's all good. There was probably just a bit of bull crap going on, but anyway. And then Matt Rowell, 157. That's unreal stuff from him. Back to his bloody breakout year scores, which is great. So that's why I did pick Steele as well over Miller. I thought if I picked Steele, being like St Kilda's like best player, I wouldn't have to get Miller, because I thought that Rowell was going to outscore him or even score like the same scores as him throughout the season. But yeah, Matt Rowell's already outscored Miller, so that's a positive. But yeah, Miller probably will outscore Rowell for most of the season. But yeah, it's just hard to tell who's going to get more touches and stuff like that and be more influential. But yeah, just glad I got Rowell. Probably missed out on Miller, but yeah, he'll definitely be an upgrade target. Hopefully he can drop in price. Like, yeah, he's sitting around the same amount of money as Steele, but yeah, it's a lot of money. Like, they're going to have to score really well to maintain that price. So they're pretty much certain to go down in price, but not by much. They'll probably just sit around 600k or something, but yeah. Then Berry got 67. Like, half time, I think he was on about 60 or something, but then I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he, I'm not sure, but yeah, someone will have to correct me on that. And then, Horn Francis got 75, which is great stuff from him for his first game. And then Dacos got 98. He had a really good debut, but heaps of other guys had better ones than him. Ward, a bit disappointing from him, only a 36. But yeah, I'm not sure about who I'm going to field this week. Probably it'll be Stevens against the Cats. He has like a decent record, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, ideally would rather have Stevens on the field this week, but yeah, like hopefully you can pump out another 60 or something. He only got 59, but anyway. Yeah, Ward plays Port Adelaide this week, so that'll be a tough decision to wonder who I'm going to field. Maybe we go with like a loophole if I can. I don't think I can do that. And then, McDonald outscored Ward, which was a bit of a surprise, and same with Hugh. Then the rucks, so Gawn just had so many clangers, so that was a stitch up. Seemed a bit underdone, but hopefully he bounces back this week, and hopefully he scores like 130 against Gold Coast, but Witts is probably a good competition for him. And then Grundy, he scored pretty well. It would be a stitch up for the guys that don't have Gawn, I guess. If you had started Darcy, that would have been a bit of a stitch up. But then if you had the emergency on Hayes, you'd be laughing. But yeah, some people aren't as lucky as everyone. Probably luck wasn't on my side this week, that was for sure. And then Dixon scored 42, not too bad. Probably like just a slow burn and make a little bit of money. Hopefully he scores well. I did notice that Nick Nat didn't really go too well, so that was a bit of a shock. Dunkley, that's unbelievable stuff. I wasn't really expecting him to score 117 straight away. But yeah, hopefully this form continues throughout the season. Looks like he's in good form. And then Butters, 114. Pretty good stuff from there. Butters there. Cornelia got 80, which is pretty good. Can't complain with that. Then McGovern got 70, which is pretty decent. I'm pretty sure he missed out on the whole last quarter, so his scoring could have been a bit higher. And then Will Brodie got 76, not the worst from him. Maybe I should have started Cherry over him, but I just liked his role a bit better. But yeah, we'll hold on to him for the moment. And Rowell got 118, which is unbelievable stuff. He kicked 5 goals. Yeah, what an absolute beast of a debut. Yeah, Durden got 71, scored better than McGovern, which was actually surprising. And then Hayes got 127. He was like having another unbelievable debut game. So yeah, can't complain. Lucky I've got him on my side. The only worry is I don't actually have Nick Martin in my side yet, which is the most traded in player, which is, of course, got to be trading him into your side if you don't have him. So I'll probably just give it another week before I trade him and see how he goes next week. Just don't use any trades this week, I don't think, but probably trade out Hugh or someone, so then I can swap like Rowell into the midfield if these guys are still scoring pretty poorly. But if not, yeah, I could just always swap like Dixon out and swap Hayes into the ruck and then bring in Martin, but probably we'll get rid of Hugh. We'll have to wait and see. He might score really well against North this week, but yeah, I was missing out on Hewitt, which sucks. I was low-key thinking about getting him in the other video I had like probably 2 videos ago, but I just am worried about how he'll score when Sam Walsh comes back, and Sam Walsh isn't even too far away. He should be back like either next week or like this week, round 2 or round 3, so that put some question marks over Paddy Cripps as well, but yeah, I probably will still avoid Cripps. Probably should have started him though, but I didn't. It would have been a nice like upgrade to Walsh, but well, I'm pretty happy with my side. I just had some bad luck starting off the season, but yeah, just got to keep our head up, I guess. Yeah, we'll probably just go with the VC on McRae again, and then maybe captain like a Lachie Neale. Yeah, not sure about how Gawn will go against Witts. Witts is a pretty good ruckman, and Grundy plays Rob, so he should go alright against Rob, but Rob's still pretty good as well. Past scores are average. But yeah, this is my side at the minute. I'm not going to do any trades this week, I don't think. Probably just wait until next week. Put together a bit of a watch list at the minute. Luke Parker absolutely killed it. He got the highest score of the round. Considering like maybe an upgrade target, like he's always around the radar of the top 8 midfielder. Maybe just takes it to another level. Heaney obviously was unbelievable as well. Lipinski, yeah, he looked really good at Collingwood. Yeah, really proved me wrong about the Pies. Like, didn't think they would be that good. Cripps, probably avoid Cripps and Hewitt for the minute, but if Hewitt comes out and pumps out that score again, might have to try and get him in. But I'm still not sure about that. Miller, obviously missed out on him. But yeah, hopefully he can drop in price, but still drop more than him probably, which is unfortunate. Then we got Aaron Hall. Hopefully we can afford to get in Aaron Hall, but just leaves me with the question now, who are going to be my last 2 defenders, like Hall and Lloyd, or Hall and Stewart, or I'm going to miss out on one of those guys now. It's because I started Ryan and Rich. I probably should have just held on to Lloyd, but yeah, it's hard to see in hindsight. And Luke McDonald is another one who looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Hopefully I can lift up myself in the ranks a fair bit after this week. Just a couple of stupid decisions by me. Got a couple of the rookies on the bench wrong, so yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you're going pretty well. Thanks so much for watching, and see you later.